Hi everyone, I'm the Pinup Ghoul and my house is a mess. Are you ready for another crazy episode of JatH? I knew you were and now you don't have a choice. Unless you, close this video or click on something else.
Me and my friends are JatH girls. JatH is my name.
Episode 2 features the shorter opening, which is usually reserved for longer episodes, but it did become the main theme in Season 3 when the Misfits stopped posing so much of a threat. The Misfits aren't even in this opening.
Me and my friends are JatH girls.
This opening song is also notable for encouraging the viewers to be a gem girl and embrace glamour, fashion, and fame. And since this particular cartoon was created to sell toys, it's easy to understand how they expected their young viewers to go about becoming a gem girl. Now, where were we?
After her father died, Jerrica Benton inherited half of her father's music company, Starlight Music. But Eric Raymond owns the other half of Starlight Music, and he refuses to give Jerrica the money she needs.
No trust fund and no savings, no inheritance of any kind. Mr. Raymond can't possibly control every single asset that Jerrica owns.
But Starlight House was threatened when one of Eric's men accidentally started a devastating fire.
And shenanigans begin right now.
Rio!
So she waited outside till dawn with a dozen or so children who had just lost everything because she's responsible.
How would you like to help Gem and the Holograms put on a concert right now? This early in the morning? Yeah, come on.
We just lost everything and haven't even had time to process this horrible tragedy that has befallen us.
You got it. We'll pick up some instruments and find Gem. Tail 'em.
The Misfits overhear this ridiculous plan and decide to chase them down in a car again in what may be the least interesting car chase in animated history.
This old van? I'll try.
There are a lot of badass close-ups of people shifting and terrible car details. It's just great. Now, cars are hard to animate. I've tried before and I failed miserably, but I'm not a professional. Toei Animation is the same animation company responsible for Sailor Moon and other kind of girly cartoons of the late 80s and early 90s. There really is no excuse for it to be animated this poorly. They really didn't look that worried. They look fine. So Synergy does some stuff, and let me tell you, that is the most lovingly animated garbage can I've ever seen. It's beautiful. The detail reads so perfectly. They must have loved this garbage can.
Show's over, Synergy.
It's like a dream.
So with the help of some orphans and some dream sequences, Gem and the Holograms put on a concert outside of the home of the famous movie producer who put up his own mansion as a prize for a contest involving a record contract. He apparently doesn't find this strange at all.
Your daytime job. Come on, Misfits. Let's trash them.
Trouble brewing.
Call the cops. Seriously. Call the cops.
Out of my way, pig face.
Burn!
Looked in a mirror yourself lately?
Double burn!
Right, quiet!
I'm sorry. It's my fault, Mr. Sands.
Jerrica explains her situation to Howard, and he allows the girls to stay in his mansion, which of course pisses off the Misfits.
Poor little baby. Boring. Mr. Sands, we have nowhere to go. It's not that we're asking for special favors.
How dare you display emotions, Stormer? You know better than that. Emotions are so not punk rock.
Hey, no fair.
Wait, until the day of the contest, that mansion is my property. I'll get you the keys.
Pizzazz is a velociraptor.
They can't.
Of course, the Misfits respond to this in a rational and level-headed way by trying to kill everyone on the premises. Nearly killing children is so punk rock. Roxy suddenly remembers that she can't actually drive and bails from the bulldozer, leaving Jerrica in harm's way because apparently she flies so far because she weighs 3 pounds. Of course, Rio saves her because Rio fears nothing.
That was close.
A little too close for me. I don't know what I'd do if anything ever happened to you.
So I'm gonna treat you like shit for the rest of the series. Because Aja is also Jason-born, she stops the bulldozer in record time. Don't these things usually have safety features in place, specifically so that this type of thing doesn't happen? It would have made more sense if Jerrica had been in front of one of the trees that Roxy had toppled over, not in front of the bulldozer.
I can give her. But remember, if the Misfits should win the contest,
That'll be the day.
if they win, the mansion is theirs. I can't change
Call the cops! Eric hears about their antics and is obviously unimpressed.
A whole ball of wax. You'll ruin everything if you continue acting like this.
So fire them, maybe. Most record companies would definitely fire a liability like that.
He can't tell me what to do.
Kicking things is so punk rock.
This is Eric Raymond. Is that you, Zipper?
One-dimensional villain speaking.
Out. I have another job for you, and this time, get it right.
I think by that he means don't endanger the lives of innocent people, specifically children, but since Zipper sets up an armed bomb, I don't necessarily think he understood properly. Meanwhile, Jeb and the Holograms are inside the mansion recording their song Click, being interrupted by the Misfit with their song Clash, which may be the worst song in the entire series. Seriously, nothing about this works.
It can happen just that quick. Clash! We're ready on our way now. Click. Any moment we will click. Clash! We'll reach the top any day.
Oh, it's already at 0. I guess everyone's fine then. Eric stops by to publicly incriminate himself just before the bomb goes off. Dead. All of them dead.
Honestly, I'm scratched just everywhere. Look what it did to my stockings.
Bitch, why are you worrying about your stockings? Beth Ditta would eat you for breakfast.
Who is that?
Judging by the walk animation, probably some kind of robot. What? They have a supercomputer that can generate completely lifelike holograms. Is a robotic countess really that far-fetched?
Do a good job, because we're gonna win the contest and the mansion.
3 mouths moving to one poorly synced voiceover. Seamless, just seamless. Them and the Holograms attend a party on the Countess's boat, leaving the orphans to do God knows what, while the Misfits stalk them from a motorboat not far off. Nice to meet you. I'm so glad you haven't been murdered yet.
We've waited long enough. We'll show them what it means to insult the Misfits.
Right after we change back into our normal clothes.
Rio, do you like me?
I hardly know you.
Rational.
And you won't even tell me who you are.
Maybe I should tell you.
You should!
Rio, I'm...
To party dresses and back to normal clothes. Seriously, how do they find time to even make mischief in between all of these costume changes?
Mischief, we're making mischief, making mischief.
Heh, I can do it too.
Wow, look at this stuff. Nothing to it.
The Misfits just take over tiny boat after boat, don't they? They started out on a tiny rowboat, then a luxury yacht, and they're headed straight for a barge of some sort. After they take over the barge, they'll crash into an aircraft carrier, then crash that into a small island nation, which they will conquer and somehow pilot, and then crash that into Australia, I'm sure. I think they just enjoy the build-up. One Hollywood ending later, and we are at the end of our episode. I really hope you enjoyed it because this is about to get even crazier.